Hi, it's me again. Time for Regents Review number 12. Number 1, which table represents a function? We know that a function means that there can be no repeating x values. So let's look and see which table has no repeating x values. We've got 2, we've got 3, we've got 4, and we've got 2 again. That's wrong. We've got -3, -2, -3 again. That's wrong. Oh my gosh, these are all 1s. Those are all repeating. That's super wrong. Table 4, we've got -2, 0, 2, and 4. None of those repeat, so therefore it is a function, so our answer is 4. Number 2, I love these sort of questions. Whenever you have a fraction equal to a fraction, you can solve by doing your favorite thing ever called cross-multiplying. Cross-multiplying gets rid of fractions. So we have 4 times 15, which is 60. And then we have 3 times x plus 10. We don't get to just multiply the 3 to the x or the 3 to the 10. We have to multiply the 3 to both of those things, which means we are going to have to distribute. So I have 60 equals 3x plus 30. So my mission, of course, is to get x by itself because it says solve for x. So I'm going to do the opposite of plus 30, which is minus 30, giving me 30 equals 3x. It's APO if you cared. And then I divide by 3, giving me 10 equals x. And division would be MPO. Number 3, which type of function is graphed below? Well, here's one huge hint. It says the word population, and I'm telling you 99.999% of the time, population is exponential. And I can tell that this is exponential because it is increasing at a not constant rate. So we know linear would be a constant rate of change. That would be linear. A straight line. This is not a straight line. This is exponential. A quadratic is something else we've learned. Quadratic is your parabola. We've learned absolute value. That's the V. I think that's all we've learned. Yeah, so this is your exponential graph. Number 4, the owner of a landscaping business wants to know how much time, on average, his workers spend mowing one lawn. Which is the most appropriate rate with which to calculate an answer to his question? So he's only interested in the time it takes to mow one lawn. So he doesn't care how many lawns each employee mows. He doesn't care how many employees mow one lawn. He doesn't care how many lawns are mowed per day. He simply cares how long it takes to mow one lawn. So that's hours per lawn. Number 5. When x times x minus 5 times 2x plus 3 is expressed as a polynomial in standard form, which statement about the resulting polynomial is true? Well, standard form means you need to go from highest exponent to lowest exponent. So that means I am going to have to do some distributing here. So I'm just going to rewrite this down here. So x times x minus 5 times 2x plus 3. It doesn't matter how you distribute. You could do the x minus 5 and the 2x plus 3 first, but I am going to do the x first. So x times x is x squared, and x times -5 is -5x. And then I'm going to bring down the guy that I did not use. And now I'm going to double distribute what I have left. So x squared times 2x is 2x cubed. X squared times 3 is 3x squared. -5 times 2x is -10x. And -5 times 3 is -15x. Sorry, that should be -10x squared. Then I'm going to find any like terms. So I've got 2x to the third. There's no friends there. But then I have 3x squared minus 10x squared that are friends, so we can combine them. 3 minus 10 is negative 7, so that's negative 7x squared. And then negative 15x has no friends, so we bring him down. So now this is in standard form because we have my highest exponent, 3, and then a 2, and then the imaginary 1. So we have everything in our multiple choice is talking about the number 2. So the constant term is 2. Well, a constant is a term without a variable, and we do not have a term without a variable, so that is wrong. Number 2 says the leading coefficient is 2. Well, a leading coefficient, let's write this down, is the coefficient attached to the highest exponent. So if we look and see what our highest exponent is, which is called the leading coefficient because it's supposed to go first once it's written in standard form because your highest exponent goes first. So our highest exponent is this 3, and look at that, attached to the 3 we do have a 2. So that's true, our leading coefficient is 2. 3 is wrong, the degree is 2. The degree is whatever your highest exponent is, and our highest exponent was 3. And then 4 is wrong because it says the number of terms is 2. We clearly have 1, 2, 3 terms here. Number 6, which graph represents the solution of y is less than or equal to x plus 3 and y is greater than or equal to negative 2x minus 2? Okay. So I know that they are both going to be solid lines because both of my inequalities have the solid line at the bottom. That doesn't help us though because all of our lines are solid anyways. So let's keep investigating. So my graph that begins at 3 should be shaded, that's less than, so less than means you shade underneath. So I need to find the graph that begins at 3 that's shaded below. So the y-intercept has to be a 3. So that would be this line in graph 1, this line in graph 2, nope, that's graph 3, sorry. This line in graph 2, and this line in graph 4. So following the shading on that line, 1 has this line shaded above, so we can eliminate 1, because remember, that's a less than symbol, so it has to be shaded below. 3 has it shaded below, so we can keep that in the running. 2 has it shaded below, so we can keep that in the running. But 4 has it shaded above also, just like 1, so we can eliminate choice 4. So now we just need to look at my other graph. My other graph, the other line, is greater than or equal to. So greater than means you shade above. So I need the other line to be going up. So if we look at graph 3 right here, my other line is shaded on top of it. So that means the answer has to be 3. Because option 2, my other line, you're shading underneath the other line. Okay, that's all. Bye.